I know it would have been better if I was doing this in the studio, but I kind of I get so busy these days. It's difficult to sit down in the studio and do any job, and do any broadcast. You see, but you got to do what you got to do. It's summer, and we have a lot of our clients. They have their jobs scattered all over the place, and you have to follow the job. You have to follow the money. So right now I'm driving up to Cambridge, almost an hour drive from Toronto to go do a bathroom for a client. So please forgive me. I think I'm gonna do another broadcast where I'll play her song, because that song really gets to me. You see, it doesn't matter if you don't believe in the gospel, if you don't believe in Jesus Christ. It doesn't matter if you don't understand certain languages, but music is a universal language. There are some songs that when you hear that song, it just captures you. It just becomes slain by that music. You don't even know why you feel the way you feel, but that music just gets you. That is what this song does to you. When you're listening to that song, it just messes you up. It just arrests your spirit. And now that this woman is dead, you can tell where that song was coming from. See, that woman was singing from the spirit. You understand? She wasn't communicating in the flesh. She had all her hope in God. Most of you have heard the story now, and we've come to see that she was suffering abuse. She was suffering a lot of abuse, and her husband was just not stopping. You can write a novel about all the things that her husband did to her. She slapped her in front of the sisters. He threatened her. He seized 2 of the vehicles they gave her. He forced himself to be her manager. He pushed her out of the vehicle. So many things that this man was doing to this woman. And that is why when this woman sang, she sang from the spirit. And that's why that song resonated from everybody, because that song was singing to your spirit. That was coming from a soul that was yearning for freedom, a soul that was in captive. She needed to be free, but I feel so bad that we couldn't help her. She was reaching out to us. We got so carried away with the music. We knew there was the ministration in that music. We knew there was something in that music, but we couldn't understand. The good thing is that, it's all over. The man will not see her to beat her anymore. She's resting right now. The kick that the man kicked her, he won't see her to kick her again. So that's the only consolation that we have. It is very, very painful. Very, very painful. Honestly speaking, it's very painful. This will make me, when I hear any song again from an artist, I'm an artist myself. I sing, I perform. And I know I did an album that had 12 tracks. And we did this album in 1 week. 1 week, you add the mix in 10 days. 12 songs. Because every day I come, you'll be so shocked. The engineer will say, what are we doing today? And I will just sing based on what I was feeling. Apart from like 2 or 3 songs that we already wrote, me and my wife, a long time ago. The rest of the songs, I just did it spontaneously. I was singing what I was going through. And that's why when people listen to some of the songs, they're like, Chidi, this song really, really ministered to me. And see, we enjoy Afrobeat, we enjoy all these songs that people sing right now. But you know what? They just come and they fade away. Now they do songs that are disposable. But you see those songs that come from the soul, they last forever. Forever, I'm telling you. Do you see that song? What's his name? This is it Chike or what? You know, this song. When you hear that song is not a gospel song, but somehow we just want to sing the song. It just goes viral. You see people from all over the world singing it. I was surprised, or should I say, I was not surprised when I heard the artist in an interview saying that, you know, that song, it's unfortunate that that was a song he wrote for his ex. So that song came out of a crying soul. And what was this lady, Osinachi, crying about? Crying about a marriage that was not working. Crying about abuse in the marriage. And none of us could help her. Nobody could help her. What a very, very painful thing to think about. That she reached out to other artists. Her sisters tried to intervene. Everybody tried to intervene. And she was being the good Christian. She was being the righteous woman, the virtuous woman. And she was taking this whole thing. My brothers and sisters, can I tell you, that was the wrongest thing that she did. There was no reason, absolutely no reason, for her to sit in that marriage and take what she was taking. No, absolutely no reason. She shouldn't have done that. She should not have done that. But yeah, look now, I think it was Somako that wrote something on Facebook or on her community page in YouTube, and she said, listen, if your marriage is not working, pack your box and go home to your parents. If you do not go home to your parents, the day they kill you in that marriage, guess what? They will still put you in a box and bring you back to your parents. Do you understand? It is not worth it. I've told people, he said, Chidi, why are you preaching this guy? If you are in a marriage that is facing abuse right now, end the marriage, end it. Say Dr. Chidi told you to end it. Chidi, are you not a pastor? Yes. I am encouraging. Don't come and quote that verse for me that they say marriage, blah, blah. No. That worked for the people of that era. Don't let us go into some of those rules. We live in the now, right now. Somebody was telling me, oh, dressing. Are you telling me about dress? Will Jesus Christ wear slippers here in Toronto? He will not now. Jesus here will not tie that cloth that he was tying. Jesus in 2022 in Toronto, Canada, in winter, will wear winter boots. Come on now. Do you understand? Right now, if it was during the time of Jesus Christ that what happened, where it happened, if it was in Toronto, they will not try him in the open. They will have to try him inside the hall. Heated hall, for that matter. So don't tell me what the Bible says about marriage and divorce. No, please, don't do that. Now, look at it now. And especially women. You see, I'm concentrating on women, even though I know that men go through abuse. Yes, you'll be shocked. Men go through abuse. Their wives beat them. There are men that their wives beat them up. And out of pride, they cannot tell anybody that their wives beat them up. They cannot tell anybody what they are going through. That is wrong. Look at the man that they killed in America. The girlfriend killed him. And people are now coming out to say that they knew there was abuse. Please, my people, let us not wait till the thing happens. And they will come back and say, oh yes, we knew that abuse was happening. Enough of that. I remember when we were in Nigeria, after we got married newly, me and my wife, Dr. Erica, I remember very well that we had a neighbor. We had this neighbor that was beating the wife. I'm telling you, in the morning, you will hear this woman cry late in the night, early hours, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And this woman had a little baby of just maybe 8, 9 months. Come on. I went to the man's door and I knocked. He looked at me and said, if you touch this woman again, you'll see what will happen to you. And I'm telling you, you'll be shocked. He says, I'm sorry. And later on, he started apologizing. I told him, if I hear this woman cry again, what I will do to you, you will not believe it. He was looking at me. He said, are you mad? How can you be making somebody's daughter a punching bag? Can you do that? Will you do that to your sister? Am I even saying, do you know the kind of sister? Probably he was doing it to the sister. And don't come and tell me that, oh, your father was beating your mother, so that influenced you, and that is why you are beating your wife. But your father was driving a bicycle. How come you're driving a car? Oh, when it comes to the good things of life, your father was living in the village. Why are you living in the township? Your father had that telephone that you used to dial. Like, how come you're using a cell phone? You don't know anything. Your father was doing it, so that's why it's not my fault now. Don't you see? Psychologists say that if your father was abusing you, it's not my fault. I need therapy. I need help. You don't need any help. You need to see. That's why sometimes I like our tradition. I like our tradition because they used to be my auntie, Auntie Onyeka. When no. I think it's Mama Gechi. Sorry, I'm calling. Sorry. But I have to say this. I remember those days that the husband touched her. I think they say the husband slapped her. Jesus Christ. This is from my mother's side. All the young boys, all the young men, they chartered a tipper. They did not care, not luxury car. They entered inside tipper. They went to that place. They beat this man up. Oh, that man, after that man did not, that so much as raised their hand. So people use harsh words on my auntie. That was the end. You understand? That dealt with it. Somebody left the pet. Do you know what it means? And honestly, I know men are also abused, but especially women bear the brunt of all of these things. Check now. The woman is no longer answering her father. Said she left her father. No one did. I just look at my wife and I just feel sorry. I'm like, oh my goodness. My wife just gave up her name, Ebu, and she's now answering my own name. She's kind of just give up. That's a huge thing to give up. Just give up your parents' surname, and you just follow your husband to wherever, and you come into a strange place where you didn't know. Sometimes you don't know the people's language. You don't have any friends. You know nothing about them. Their food. You have to start learning how to cook your husband's food. Then you know this thing about a man has to relieve himself. Sometimes a woman is tired, she's not in the mood, and we're all guilty of it. But just because she's been made to believe and that she has to, the woman will still, after servicing everybody, she still come and service the husband. On top of that, the man will still punch her, turn her into a punching bag. Come on now. Do you know what it takes for a woman to get back? Women are like octopus. Women are, that's why, men, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes when you are even lying on the bed with your wife and you're about to make love, your wife is asking you about something that, because her brain is like electric, it's like computer, it's calculating. Do you understand? Women don't deserve it. And for you, my sister, marriage does not get you to heaven. Go and check the requirements for going to heaven. Marriage is not part of it. Shebi, we believe that after we die, we'll go to heaven. There is no, I mean, I've checked it. I've looked at Angel Peter's book, checklist. There is no marriage there. Be single, oh, remain single, and do good. You will end up in heaven. Righteousness is not because of how married you are. There is no meter that will check, oh, you married for one minute. No, no. Why is it? Why must you remain in that abusive marriage? He says it's because of your children. Okay, now that Osinachi is dead, what will happen to the children? Are they not motherless? If you left the marriage, would you still not find a way to keep contact with those children? Were it not better for you that these children missed you for a while, and when they become adults, they are able, look, let me tell you what happened. You know me, I don't have a secret. I live an open life. And I just pray God help me to know which one to reveal and when I start being too open. My parents were separated. You know, in those days now, do you do divorce? They don't do divorce now. The woman cannot even say it. A lot of my friends right now, it's only when I started talking that they understood what we're going through when we're growing up as kids. Because they saw us as a perfect family. You know, my mother did everything to make, we were the happening family. We see, Omo Mrs. Wanyan, we were just the kind of people, you just had to be our friend. We made things happen. But they didn't know what my mother was going through. Victim of abuse. And my mother couldn't even, openly say it. She had to keep covering up my dad. That was not good. That wasn't good at all. But there was a time, I was living with my dad in Onisha. And after our primary school, he said he was living in Onisha. And I was supposed to finish from DMJS, my first year in DMJS. I was supposed to finish from DMJS and go back home to my dad. But after my first year, I was like, man, I can't continue like this anymore. I secretly contacted my mom and said, you need to send someone to come and pick me up. So you know what I did? I told my dad to come on Saturday, and school was closing on Friday. I said, send my auntie to come pick me on Friday afternoon. My auntie came Friday afternoon. I packed my bag. That was it. I just went to my mom, and the rest is history. But it didn't reduce the love I had for my dad. It's just because my dad really, really loved, my dad cried and cried for days when he discovered what happened. Because, of course, he sent someone on Saturday, but school, nobody was in the school. Everybody was gone. You know? So it is better for you to leave the marriage and preserve your life for those children. Those children need you as their mother. Forget what the man is. You see what the man, if you go and read, I don't know, I'm going to try to see if I can do it. But, no, I'm not going to try it. It's okay. It's okay. We'll post it on our community page. Please, if you've not subscribed, subscribe to our channel, and then you can read things we post on our community page. On our community page, you will see the transcript of an interview they had with the kids. And you will see the kids talking about how their father treated their mother. Now, those kids don't have a mother anymore because the wife was Osinachi was being a good wife. Osinachi was being a righteous woman, protecting her husband. That is crap. And I'm not saying it so that you come and say, Chidi, this is blasphemy. No, it is crap. I'm telling you the true gospel. The true gospel is that you do not let any son of Satan overwhelm that woman. That man was a devil. Pure devil. It was just demonic. Sorry, I'm not able to read some of your comments, but please, I'll respond to them later. That man was just a pure devil. Don't even manage it. This one that they ask you, sister, how is your husband now? We just the manage now. We are believing God. Don't believe God. Don't believe God for anything. Believe God that God will preserve your life. Believe. I remember a sister that contacted me and my wife, and she said, "Listen, I don't know what to do. This, that. Are you ready for this?" She said, "Listen, Chidi and Erica, do you know this man has not touched me for the past 10 years? Look, if I'm lying, that somebody did not say this, I don't even know what to tell you to do to me." I was like, no, come on now. What do you mean? 10 years? He said, "I'm telling you." I said, "You mean like you have not made love to your husband?" He said, "We have not even slept together for 10 years. And where do you live?" He said, "I live in the same house with him." We told her, not even today, just pack your load and leave that, go and stay in a hotel. And he said, "This man has a gun. This man has lived in the United States. This man has asked." I'm telling you, I won't talk a little more information. I said, "You are risking your life. Forget the kids. The kids will be fine. Honestly, they will be fine. Children are not like adults. Their sense of perception is very, very, it's not like you. They can easily forget. Look at all these children that were rescued from Ukraine. Go and see them. When they bring them in a place, show them toys, quickly they forget what they're going through. So please, don't think in that way that you will end up killing yourself. I hate to say this, but you can't kill yourself for the man. The man does not deserve it. And for you that you're a man and you're going through abuse, please, do not let this thing happen to you. It is not worth it at all. It is not worth it at all. Abuse, the person, Osinachi kept saying, whenever they told her, "Listen, I don't think you," she said, no. Before you even say it, said, "Don't worry, the man will change. The man will change." You don't learn new tricks. You don't teach a dog new tricks in an old age. A fool at 40 is a fool forever. People don't change. People don't change. And you go and quote the Bible. Please don't always. Let me tell you something. If you find yourself in a heat, I always make this analogy. You don't consult the Bible when you bring food and you want to put food in your mouth. How come you don't say, you know what? Should I put it? Let me open the Bible. Let's see what the Bible says about putting food in the mouth. Because everything is in the Bible. How come you don't go and check what the Bible says about putting food in the mouth? You just put the food in your mouth and you eat it. How come? How come when you bring something is scratching your ear and you use toothpick to remove something from it? How come you don't go and use toothpick in your ear, in your eyes? Because of common sense. So that is what you should do. The first thing you consult in your quietness, consult your common sense. That your common sense is the mind of God, is the Holy Spirit that is just do it at a quiet time. Tell God, okay, I'm ready to think about this. Do that very early in the morning. You will hear God speak to you. You don't have to hear shakapula. You don't have to be spiritually high. Once you wake up, before you do anything, that's why we do our devotions in our house. The first, you send anything to me, millions of naira, you've been calling me through the whole night. You're calling me, I will not open your phone. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I will open our daily devotion. No matter how sleepy we are, as long as God gives us the grace, we open our devotion and we listen to God. And we hand everything over to God that day. So that when I open your text message in WhatsApp, I will know how to respond to you. I will know how to talk to you. Even when you blackmail me with all kinds of things to make me, I will know when to say, no, I can't, I'm sorry. But before, if I just don't talk to God and I just delve into the thing, no, I'll make mistakes. I will take a decision that I'll regret later. So when you find yourself in that heat, don't go and say, oh, but the Bible says, oh, ye women, that is a Christian and is married to someone who is a non-Christian. Do not divorce him. How do you know if God wants to use you to change the man? Be careful. Be careful. Read the Bible in context. In context means go back and see what was happening before the Bible made that statement. Do you understand? Go in front and also see what the Bible says after that. You want a child. Because of a child, you're willing to stay in an abuse. The man does not love you at all. Go and adopt a child now. Go and adopt a child. You think you're a sinner because you're single. Who told you? Who told you? Papa, go and see people in the Bible. Go and see Mary Magdalene. Did you think she was married? Was Jesus Christ not with her? Wasn't her name? Have you forgotten Rahab? Have you forgotten that she was a prostitute too? The Bible did not camouflage it. She was a prostitute. But her name, I just called her name. I am just confirming the covenant that God had with me. He said, your name will be mentioned in the Bible. Men will continue to mention your name forever. And I just did. And she was a prostitute. She didn't have a husband. So staying in that marriage will not get you to heaven. Get out of that marriage. Start a new life. There are people that will love you. Come on. There are people, the man does not deserve you. Slap you the first time, you manage, slap you the second. What? Are you wanting to kill you? Look at the man. Kicked her in the chest. That man, wait now. What they will do to him in prison, he doesn't even know. You know, some men, they are sick. They are sick, please. You cannot do anything to change them. Stop trying. Stop trying. There is no hope. I'm telling you, it's not your fault. It's not, and they always make it, they always blame you. Have you noticed? They do this thing and they will blame you. They will find a way to, they say it's your fault. It's your fault that he beat you. Can you imagine? The man couldn't have, and don't you ever start, it's not easy, but don't you ever become intimidated by your wife's progress. If that happens to you, you're done forever. Why would you be intimidated with our progress? And let me warn you, you man, go and deal with your ego. Go and deal with your ego. Go and deal with your pride. Otherwise, your marriage is not going to go anywhere at all. What is wrong with the woman making more money more than you? Look at me. Look at me now. My wife's parents are professors. I didn't even know this when I was dating her. I just knew that she was in school. I knew her as an architecture student in school. Then I was a senior. That's all. I didn't know she was Canadian citizen. I didn't even know who her parents were. When we started dating, I came and found out that she was a Canadian citizen. Though. I said, what? So what was I supposed to do? Some of you, that will just knock you out. Like that will just finish you. When your wife is Canadian citizen, that means she can travel abroad. Some of you, if your wife is going to sponsor, no, how can it be my wife that? Oh yeah, stay there now. Let your wife not sponsor you. My wife had to come to Canada. She came back here because they were born. Their parents wanted them back in Nigeria to learn that they must know about Nigeria. Their parents didn't want them to just grow in Canada and in the US. So they came back to Nigeria. you know, and she had to find her way back to Canada. And then she sponsored that. You see me like this. If not for my wife, maybe I would have still been in my village. I would have still been in my village. And me and you been struggling for that singlet, that hing singlet. That when you wear it 2 or 3 times, it will have hole. Or who knows, maybe I'll be wearing the hing drops. You know drops. You know that drops that used to have so many colors. Most of you don't even know what I'm talking about. But you see,
when you bend down, sorry. Sorry about that, guys. I had someone call me. If I had pride, if I was saying no, I'm a senior, I'm architect, senior architect. How can this small girl and this small girl? No, I bring down my head. My name became humble. Say, baby, what do you want me to do? Say, you stay here. I'll go to Canada. I said, go. In fact, the day I saw her at the airport, I used to joke about it. When he said bye bye to me, the way she just said bye bye, she disappeared. I said, baby, why didn't you? He said, hey, you don't understand. When you are leaving Nigeria, I don't even want anything. I was just deflated after that, and I just went home. And I just became like nothing. I was in Nigeria while she was here. She'd be sending me pictures. She would even send me money sometimes. Do you understand? Why would I be saying I'm intimidated? Why? Am I God? You see, if you calm down, if you cool down, if you humble yourself, look at me now. I'm an abroad man. Is it not God? If I see me now, let me show you the road that I'm driving in. Okay, sorry. You know, I like to do this thing sometimes. No vex. I'll just do it for 2 minutes. For 2 minutes so that you go fit see. Go fit see. See this kind of thing. How can I, this kind of thing now? See road. See now. See better life. See sky. See as the sky just be like something where you see for film. Do you understand? Village man like me, now I'm abroad because I was humble. I beg, don't go and be saying, when I came here, look, my wife found a job before me. It was not easy. Do you understand what it means? For you as a man and your wife will have to be the one that will bring the money for you guys to pay for rent. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not easy, but you have to do it. You have to do it. And at the end of the day, it works for everybody. By the time I got my own job and we started this construction thing, all the time when she had to take care of when she became pregnant, she couldn't work again. My own salary was sustaining all of us. Of course, she also had a maternity thing. See, I know that my marriage is not like everybody's marriage. I'm so blessed in my marriage. We don't even know who owns which money. We put money in our account. We just put it there. Everybody spends from the thing. Anybody can take from the credit card. You can take. I have access to every single account that she has. She has the password to every. If I spend money, she will get an alert. So don't come and beg me money in secret too, because I can't give you. Because once I give you Nigeria account to any account, it will come and register to my wife that I took money. But what am I trying to say? If you find out that your wife is intimidating to you, maybe it is time for you to leave the marriage. Because why should the person suddenly just change because of you so that you will be happy, to make you happy? To make you happy, somebody will just change, give up everything that they are because of you. Oh, that's wickedness now. That's not good. That's very, very bad. It's not good at all. At all. Honestly, I had to just do this. I had to do this broadcast because it's so annoying. Now we've lost this beautiful songbird. The very first day I heard that song just hit me. That is, I was in the car playing that song. I was crying. I was just weeping for no reason. For no reason. It just touched me. And now that talent has been wasted because of one stupid man. That man, you look better for that man at all. At all. That man, look better for him. Can't wait till he gets to prison and we hear that they killed him in prison. I'm telling you. But even if they kill him, he should just stay and suffer. Just stay and suffer. Punish him. Just every day, just small punishment. Everything he did, they just bring somebody to kick him in the chest. But he will not die, you. Kick him in the chest. You know how they used to describe hellfire for us? They say in hellfire, you won't die. You'll just be doing you something. It will be so painful, but you will not die. That's the kind of thing I'm expecting will happen to him. Please, so if you're a man, if you need therapy, go and get help. Go and get help. Don't go and kill somebody's. And you think if you find yourself that when you're angry, you can raise your hand on a woman, you are already in trouble. You get angry and you raise your hand on a woman, no matter how angry you are, no matter how they provoke you, and you find yourself raising your hand to put on a woman, my brother, my brother, just stop. Know that there is a problem. And if you're a woman and you find yourself, you're arguing with even if that's small touching, I remember when we got married newly, now, boyfriend, girlfriend, something. We're arguing, and my wife raised her hand to touch me in the mouth. I held the hand. I held it very, very firmly. He was doing like this. I held it. Later on, she was joking. She said, "Oh my God, that grip." I said, "You know why I did it? I needed you to understand that there is a place. There's the kind of play that I don't play. I'm not ajebo. We don't play that kind of play. We don't do small slap. Because that small slap can turn to big slap tomorrow. So that's why I needed you to see the power, the power of my energy." I think that settled that for a while. So if you're a woman and your husband do, you get angry, you slap your husband. That day, hey, don't say you need help. Don't just take it for granted. You need help, serious help. Go and get help. Or are you the husband? They do it once, they do it twice. Leave the marriage. Leave the marriage. Come on now, leave the marriage. Better thing know they finish. Better thing know they finish. And let me tell you, if you want to talk, if you want to talk to me and my wife, please give us a call. The Verica, if you're able to put the number, it's +1 647 989 2837. Please call us and we can talk with you. Okay, I'm telling you, sometimes you can't help yourself. You need to talk to someone about what you're going through, and then you'll be able to get the help that you need. Don't go and suffer alone. Okay, sometimes it's just one block, one hitch where two of you are just stuck. Somebody just comes and reveals to you how to get beyond that point, and your marriage will be in place. All right. I love you guys, man. I hope that whatever will destroy your happy marriage, God will remove it for you. You guys don't give up, strive. I'm not saying that once there's a problem in a marriage, you should just go for divorce. But if you have tried, I mean, get therapy, get help, get counsel, but use that same common sense that God has given you. You are able, once you see the trajectory, see where the thing is going, you plot the graph, see say this thing. You see Osinachi's own, it was so clear that that thing was no good. It wasn't going to end up well. You see, once you see that kind of thing, please, it's time to go. It's time to call it a day. Just pack your load and return to your parents, so that pack your box, so return to your parents, so make them no come carry you in a box. Do you get me now? All right. Get it? If you don't get it, forget about it. Somebody say, is Enugu not part of Anambra before? Okay. I don't know where that question is coming from. The Enugu men are usually humble. Ah, yes, so we're humble, we're humble, but just like any man can be humble, any man can be humble anywhere. I know that particularly. My people are humble. You want me to connect you to somebody from my place? Let me know. I can arrange for you. We have a lot of humble people, okay? But you have to make sure that you take them abroad. You see how this Anambra woman took me abroad. Eh, If you know you're not going to take us abroad, don't come to us. I'm just joking. All right, guys. Nice talking to you. I'll see you guys in our next video. Thanks to Dr. Erica, who is back in the studio helping me with making me look good, actually. All right. That's how we do it. Thank you. Bye bye.